Welcome everyone. Today we're diving into the intricacies of the UAE residence visa, from the 2-year residence visa in Dubai to the golden visa and beyond.
Absolutely. It's quite the topic. So, let's start with the basics. What exactly is a UAE residence visa and why it's so crucial for expatriates?
Well, essentially, a UAE residence visa gives you the right to live, work, or study in the Emirates for a long-term period, anywhere from 1 to even 10 years. Unlike a tourist visa, it truly opens up all those opportunities, especially for business, healthcare, and education.
Right, and there are so many types, aren't there? I mean, we've got employment visas, investor visas, freelance visas, family visas, and the golden visa option, which is like the creme de la creme of long-term residency.
Exactly. It's like a menu of options. For instance, the employment visa is usually sponsored by a UAE employer, and these visas usually run for about 2 years.
Yeah,
Then there are investor visas, where if you're injecting a minimum amount into a business or property, you can secure a visa that lasts up to 10 years.
and speaking of investor visas, did you notice the cost differences? For a 2-year residence visa in Dubai, it's around 3,500 dirhams to 4,200 dirhams, which seems fairly affordable. But it scales up when you're looking for a golden visa or a property investor visa.
Absolutely. The cost structure is quite interesting. The investor visa can get quite pricey, something like 7,958 AED to 10,212 AED for a 2-year property investor visa, and the golden visa starts at around 10,500 AED. These
Mm,
costs are further influenced by add-ons like medical tests, Emirates ID, health insurance, and even express processing.
I find that detail especially important. Budgeting for these additional fees is crucial. When people dive into this process, they often overlook the extra costs like the AED 700 to AED 1000 for medical tests or the fees for express services.
Spot on. And not to mention, the whole process demands a lot of documentation, from a valid passport, medical fitness certificates, to bank statements and attested documents. It really underscores the need for
Right.
preparation, especially if you're applying for the freelance or family sponsorship visas.
Speaking of family sponsorship, it's interesting how family visas work. They are tied to the sponsor's visa duration, which is usually 2 years, right?
Exactly, and this becomes a critical aspect for someone relocating with their family. The sponsor, whether it's a resident spouse or a parent, must meet specific salary thresholds and even provide proof of accommodation.
Yeah,
It's all about ensuring stability and compliance with local regulations.
now, one thing I want to clarify, what about the so-called entry permit versus the actual residence visa? They often get mixed up in conversation.
Ah, yes, that's a common point of confusion. The entry permit is basically a temporary visa, allowing you to enter the UAE for a short duration, generally 30 to 90 days, and it's non-renewable. In
Mm,
contrast, the residence visa is your long-term ticket, letting you live and work legally over extended periods.
it's like having a starter pass versus the full membership. But I do wonder, don't you think this distinction sometimes leads to complications in processing?
Absolutely, it can be tricky. There's occasionally a kind of tension between ensuring smooth entry and then transitioning to long-term residency. Some might argue that this two-step process could be streamlined further. It's an area where the
Right.
authorities might consider improvements.
Moving on, what's your take on the renewal process? We know overstaying can lead to fines.
The renewal process is another critical segment. Essentially, you need to renew your visa 1 to 6 months before its expiry to avoid fines. They levy AED 50 per day, and, oh boy, overstay can accumulate hefty costs quickly. And there's also
Yeah,
that grace period which varies by visa type, typically 30 days for standard visas and up to 60 to 180 days for green or golden visas.
that grace period is a lifesaver for many. I can imagine someone caught up in travel plans might need that buffer.
Exactly. And also, special cases like visa rules for widows or divorced women are intriguing. They can get a 1-year extension without a sponsor, which is truly a thoughtful policy. It really shows a
Mm,
sensitivity to individual circumstances.
For sure. And there's also the matter of re-entry permits. If you leave the UAE for more than 180 days, your visa gets cancelled unless you secure a re-entry permit.
Right. A re-entry permit costs around 150 AED plus additional issuance fees. This is essential for expatriates who might need to travel frequently and ensures you can return without complications.
Yeah.
It's like having a safety net for your residency status.
But wouldn't you say that such a detailed and multi-step process might be overwhelming for newcomers?
Absolutely. I do see that both sides have a point. While it can be overwhelming, the detailed guidelines ensure that only qualified individuals secure residency. It's a trade-off between thorough verification and simplicity.
Indeed.
And that's where expert guidance from firms like BizInvest Firm comes in handy.
Right? These firms really help in streamlining the process, handling document attestation, submission, and even business setup in Dubai.
Exactly. They offer that personalized touch. It's like having your own concierge service that takes care of all the nitty-gritty details, from document preparation to application management.
Yeah.
This can be a game changer for busy professionals.
And what about the benefits? Apart from legal residency, what are the clear advantages of securing a UAE residence visa?
Oh, the benefits are massive. Think about it. Access to world-class healthcare, education, banking facilities, and even tax exemptions. It's truly a gateway to a prestigious lifestyle. Not to mention the freedom to invest and even sponsor your family.
That sounds like a dream come true for many. But then, there's also the aspect of periodic renewals and re-entries. There's a constant need to stay on top of regulations.
True, staying updated is crucial. And while the system might appear a bit cumbersome at times, it's there to maintain a high standard of living and security in the UAE. The structured nature of the process really underpins the stability that residents enjoy.
One more thing, the cookie details at the beginning, did you catch that?
Laughs. Oh yeah, that part about cookies. It's interesting how even on a Visa Guide website, they have to disclose cookie policies for personalized ads and site functionality. It's a reminder of how digital our lives have become, even when dealing with immigration.
Exactly. It ties into the overall experience, from online application processes to digital document submissions.
Right, it all underscores the modern digital transformation of immigration procedures. And while it all feels a bit high-tech, the underlying aim is to keep things secure and efficient.
Yep. This discussion really lays it out clearly, from cost structures, types of visas, documentation needs, to renewal and special cases. It's a comprehensive system with its pros and cons in equal measure.
Absolutely, and it's important for anyone considering UAE residency to not only understand these aspects but also plan meticulously. It's like planning a long journey where every small detail counts, from costs to timelines.
Well said. And for those considering this route, reaching out for expert advice seems like a wise step.
Totally agree. In fact, leveraging expert consultants can immensely smoothen the path to obtaining and maintaining your visa. It's about making your residency journey as stress-free as possible.
So, to wrap it up, detailed, demanding, but rewarding, a UAE residence visa really offers a pathway to a vibrant life in Dubai and the UAE.
Exactly. With the benefits of legal residency, excellent quality of life, and numerous opportunities, it's well worth tackling the intricate process. Thanks for this engaging deep dive. It's been really illuminating.
Absolutely. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Until next time, keep exploring and planning smartly.